Take care now.
There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army.
Little busy. Sorry.
Best head inside. There's food and warmth, just...
Take a moment, Bran, and savor our victory over the Drider.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather. Premium trinkets and doodahs. Welcome back. Are you... I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Action, not reaction.
pleasure? Last night's best bargains, right here!
Take a moment, Bran.
Don't wander far.
Victory over the Dryad.
Please. Be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
You want to deny the parasite has any sort of hold on you, but somehow you can't. Jahira spots your confusion, and her eyes narrow.
It's the wine. I added a herb to your cup that betrays your lie. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. The same way he dealt with my arrow in his eye, I suspect. Much as I share your desire for a simple life, we must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne. and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Soldier among thousands.
Isabel's in her room upstairs.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
Heroism is no comfort to the dead.
This army of the Absolute is growing and flowing towards Moonrise. There's worse than goblins on the roads now. I thought we might pass unnoticed along the fringes of this place. Escape the owlbear by hiding in its shadow, so to speak. You can see exactly how well that went. Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
Trinkets and doodads.
If we're called, we join the fight against Ketherill. With the true soul, we will land the final blow.
Why would anyone keep such neurotic creatures as pets?
Look where... Begone!
Rider doing...
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Guess no one's good at everything. Hells! Thought I had you!
They always do. You came close, though. All you needed was a dash more courage. You will remember that, won't you? When you consider my offer. What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked. She might have won, you know, with a little push in the right direction. You underestimate my magnetism. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. Why spoil it? It's all out there, waiting to be discovered. You never know what you might find if you just dig a little deeper. She lost. She is lost. It's only a matter of time before the apple is plucked. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worm's? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul. I think she will. If not, well, you've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Moll would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
With the true soul, we will land the final blow.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I haven't forgotten. And as it happens, I was making something to help you on your way. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others. In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren. They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. I'll do my part according to my talent. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it. Let's not ruin the... You... Some of us are count... What now? No. And pestering the crowd... I'm sure you would.
Never wanted the easy path.
Your job is to serve drinks. Pebble.
Good to see you're still breathing. Is the...
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. Which? Back in the Grove, he ran drills with the kids. Wooden sword, Roland of all people. Saved us. He said he stayed in the Grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, just be careful up there. All right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Let's see.
So now what? We just wait. Hope the true soul comes through.
Yes, we wait. If we're called, we join the fight against Catherine. With the true soul.
Premium trinkets and doodah.
How about some water, Mr. Roland?
Should have trusted my gut instead of asking for help. Nothing personal. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you. You aren't joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am. Safely to Baldur's Gate. Everyone they turned to let my kids down. The Druids, Zevlor, everyone. Now it's my job to keep them safe, and I'm gonna do it right. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
I tried telling Mr. Rowland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
Rest while you can.
I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity.
If this is about Roland, go away! He called me a ragged little devil! Then he should say sorry. All I did was tell him he shouldn't drink anymore. It was for his own good. He can barely stand up straight. Right? He might wave his arms wrong and burn the whole inn down, or belch up a puddle of acid. Anyway, it's his loss. I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows. It's for Roland. Fine. Huh? Where is it? I must have dropped it. Well, you can look for it if you want. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye. This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
What's that?
I missed that! Awesome!
But no harm in appreciating their beauty until then.
Try have a gander at the finest stuff.
Just another crate.
I'll tell him you said so.
Last night's best bargains, right?
What I won't do is send anyone.
She wants the same thing we did. To save the city.
Defender of the people. She doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers? Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Cleric of Saluna. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Still breathing, despite everything.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever.
I need a quick word.
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows.
Something good here, I hope.
We're discussing fist business, and you're no fist.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Flame Color. That's your name, isn't it? Art Color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. Thank you. Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him. Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
Vanya.
You notice nothing that might indicate a prognosis. He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. If he does, he isn't sane.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
Some parchment. Looks official.
So he was at the House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
You can help him, can't you? He deserves a...
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. With a single word, Floric could charge the coast's most powerful force with taking back the Grand Duke. We ought to be doing just that, not babysitting this stump. And yet, Ward...
Being a grown-up tastes awful.
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Isabel's in her room upstairs.
You Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon? Good man.
Soldier?
find Damon. I'm good.
You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. Excellent.
My faith will guide me.
Looking ahead. What path lies before me?
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jahira to come up with one.
I don't.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jahira. The Jahira.
Not personally. I mean, I wish. Years ago, over a century, Jahira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baal sport. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jahira. She can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
This place gives me the creeps.
Karlach! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured.
Off the anvil into the forge.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast. Well, two things. Good news, I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening.
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlach, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So, did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Damon, really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. Thanks, soldier. Your support means I've got one less thing to worry. You really are the best of the best.
It's toasty in here.
Very well.
No, still incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? It's a talent. Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
or you break.
I don't think I'll ever look at a mox quite the same.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
So, why night orchids?
Well, isn't it enough that they're beautiful? They remind me of some place. A place I can't quite remember.
I thought it was you. Saving my skin again, I see. Never seen a shapeshifted ox before. But I'm glad to see you're all right. The way here was in it. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy. I hesitated to mention this back in the Druids group. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like I could sense some. Smell it almost. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible. Absolutely. Rare to get. There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything? It's perfect. Really. Just a moment. I'll be able to work this one quickly. There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything? Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have? I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces. There. Be careful who sees you using that. Might draw the wrong sort of eyes. Need anything? Well, well, well. Need anything?
I'll be here if you need it.
Oh, action, not reaction.
I'd love to, thanks.
I'm ready.
Hey ho.
Let's get going. These boots have seen everything.
All this standing around is making me antsy.
See any movement out there?
Too dark to tell.
What's inside? We get along quite well, I think.
So, I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably say, perhaps, if you lost a... in that...
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hour. Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. Go ahead. I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cookpot, of course. Wonderful. Charmed, I'm sure.
Time to rest.
Salutations.
gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty worse in their way.
Yeah?
Deep sight narrows at night.
Time to press ahead. Something to ask.
Please, I just want to be alone. Gone. Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis, Martin Dor, Roshan. I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Do you really think so? I wish I hadn't let go of him. It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. It would mean... What am I going to do? I wish I had...
Let's have a look. Here we go.
That might be worth a look.
Don't touch me. Tread carefully.
Still alive, so that's progress. Time for some bloody work. How much farther can I go?
Watch your back. On my way.
At least things have stayed interesting. Swift as my feet can carry me. Just what I need.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'd join you, but things are look wonderful. Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Can't give up now. Don't waste a step. On my way.
I'm just waiting. Step light.
What is that? Dismember those claws before they dismember you.
What should I do?
Let's spill some blood. A better position.
Time to strike. Victory awaits. My path be true.
inside out.
Moving.
Come on, can't stay idle.
No traps, please.
Trust no one.
On I go.
A Selûnite shrine, hidden up.
Perhaps they had no choice but to hide. Never a dull moment. Seems simple enough.
What's next, I wonder?
No one back home will ever believe this. With haste.
Keep your distance, darling. Let's crack it open. Don't linger.
Action, not reaction.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Let's be quick.
Let's move. Moving in. Open up.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
You need something? Ask Jahira. I'm on duty.
Something's on my mind.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend.
Why would that make me happy? Sorry. I'd like to be alone.
You made it through the dark. Lucky you. Not everyone does. We lost one today. Jonas. He was a good harper. A good friend.
Let's get on with it. I must keep going. Where does it hurt?
Take your... Take your... Take your...
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
On my way. A private word would be nice.
What's on your mind? Would that I could. Back in the...
Soldier?
Like I got something back. When I touched you, I felt like my heart was racing. But I didn't hurt you. I don't Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks. I don't want... Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now. Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands. The world's my funhouse. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going. Hey, soldier. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you... Let... What a charmer. Hey! Hmm?
Never mind. Anything of use?
What's cooking?
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira to come up with one.
I don't.
There we go.
I do.
What to do?
That's why we're still standing
Let them
around.
keep-
I can't.
Something good here, I hope. Let's see what this does. Come on, open up.
What am I going to do?
You Graven God's still alive, you reckon?
He better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Aren't we all?
Not as long.
Have you ever known me to cheer?
There's always a first time.
Isabel's in her room.
Indolence breeds madness.
Ah, excellent choice.